The scary thing is, here as a police department, we've gone out, we've recruited, we've tested, we've trained these individuals, okay? But there's going to be a process that happens that this person is in the end going to come out. And out of all of those 11 factors that are going to affect how that person comes out, there's what the police department has really an influence on. Two of 11 factors, what you get at the police academy and the field training that's been obtained post going to that sort of academy. On average, the police departments only have 2 of those sort of factors. Really, if we put some real effort and we understand the process of metamorphosis, we can up the odds a little and have the peer group influence play a factor, and teaching our officers coping mechanisms. But even then, only 4 of the 11 factors that are going to affect how this officer changes do they have a role in. Now, we looked at that video and the metamorphosis sort of process of the butterfly, and it's broken down. Metamorphosis is broken down into 4 steps. So number 1 is the larva, number 2 is the pupa, number 3 is what they call the pupa ready, and number 4, the pupa has hatched and the metamorphosis has been completed. And if we look at that in sort of the role of how the metamorphosis of the police officer happens, well, this is what it looks like. If we compare it to step 1 in the larva, this is where the individual has made a career choice. They says, you know what, I want to be a police officer. I've applied, I've gone through the process, and I've been hired. And I've been sort of trained, and that works us into step 2 of the pupa, which is the introduction to the occupation. So that's, you're going through the hiring, you're going to the police academy, you're going through your field training, and now here you are trained. You're out on the street, you're out in the car, you're working on your own, you're working with other individuals. And this is where you're going to be subjected to 2 major things. First of all, the encounters, the calls that you receive as you're working as a police officer, combined with that element of socialization within the police subculture. And it is only after that that the metamorphosis is going to occur. Now, a common question is, well, what is the time parameter of that? And again, it's dependent on how those sort of 11 factors. For some people, the metamorphosis may be in 3 months, others 6 months, others a year. It also, the type of calls that and the level of traumatic calls that an officer is exposed to earlier in his career can kind of speed up or slow down the process.